Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to learn something more about internet services. The previous class we have learned about the internet and how it works to provide the connectivity to billions of users across the world. The internet has embedded as a major source of communication for the users. It can be used not only for just sharing the stored information, but it offers many services where the user can directly communicate with others. One such service we have discussed in our previous class, known as email. Some more reasons of the popularity of the internet are the service for which we need to go to out of our home to avail them, but they can be accessed from our home itself, like shopping, ticket reservations, coaching classes, bank services, etc. These services have made our life very comfortable. Now we are going to talk about internet. Internet is a publicly accessed network which is not owned by anyone. We can join this network and access its services with the help of an ISP, that is Internet Service Provider, who connects us with this network for a nominal fee. Most of the internet services are accessed with the help of its most common and popular service known as World Wide Web, that is WWW. We can use it to perform our bank transaction. We can easily book tickets for train, flights and movies. We can do shopping from our house itself and can purchase anything from anywhere in the world. Along with these, it provides different means of communication with others. So let's discuss few and its popular service which have made internet the integral part of our daily life day to day. Now, information retrieval on the internet. The service of the internet called World Wide Web service, which provide access to the huge amount of information on a wide range of topics. The information is organized in the form of web pages which are stored on the web servers spread across the world. These web pages are identified and accessed with the help of unique address called URL, that is Uniform Resource Locator. To search the information, we make use of search engine. Now, search engine. Search engine is a program which helps to locate the web pages containing a specific piece of information we are looking for. The search is performed on the basis of some specific word which could be the part of information we are looking for. These words are known as keywords. Now, some of the popular search engines are Google, Yahoo, Bing, AltaVista, MSN, Lycos, etc. Let's learn how the Google search engine works. In the address bar of web browser, type www.google.co.in and press enter key. Google home page will appear on your screen. Now enter the keyword in a search box and press enter key. A list of URL will appear in the browser window providing link to the web pages. Now click the suitable link to open it in the browser window. Next is chatting. This is the real-time messaging service of internet which allows two or more users to exchange text or voice message instantly across any part of the world. The message are sent instantly and flashed on the receiver's screen. To use this service, you need to log on to the website providing chat facility like rediff.com, indiantime.com, chatweb.net and talkcity.com and etc. Some of the websites like Yahoo and Google provide their special chat application. Now next is email. Email or electronic mail service is one of the most popular service of internet, which allows the user to quickly send and receive the mails electronically from one system to another. Unlike chat facility, in this the messages are sent and received mailbox and the receiver need not to be present online and receive the mail. He or she can open his or her mailbox anytime and can access the received email. To use this service, the user need to get an email address from the service provider by registering his or her details on an email server. Now next is video conferencing. This is another powerful service of the internet which is used to conduct a real-time audio-visual meeting between the two or more people who are at different locations. In this service, the audio as well as the video signals are transmitted, enabling the user to listen as well as to see the other on the monitor screen. Some special input and output devices like microphone, speaker, webcam, etc. are required for video conferencing. Now, next is e-learning. This is an online learning facility which allows the students to attend their class from their home without going to the institute, which could be located at some other place. Student can enroll to the course of their choice and can appear for the exam online to complete their courses. This is very useful service for those who cannot pursue their education because of the time or social constraint. Next is e-shopping. E-shopping or online shopping has become a most popular nowadays. As now the purchase something, we need not to go to market or somewhere else, but we can order the required item online using internet and can also receive them too at our doorstep. The major advantage of this service is that now you are no more restricted to the local market for purchasing something, but it can be the purchased from anywhere, any part of the world, and that too at a very reasonable cost. Payment can be made Payment can be made online using debit or credit cards. Nowadays, cash on delivery service is also offered by the service provider. Some of the most popular service providers are Home Shop 18, Rediff, Snapdeal, Amazon, eBay, Flipkart, etc. Now next is cloud computing. What is cloud computing? This is the one of the newly added service on the internet which allows the user to process, store or manage the data on a remote server rather than using the local machine. The benefit of the service is to user pay a nominal fees for using the service and he or she need not to pay the cost of hardware or software. Moreover, you can access a wide range of application without spending huge money on purchasing these hardware and software. Amazon Web Service and Engine Yard are the good example of cloud computing. Now, cloud storage. This is the another new service of the internet which allows the user to store and manage the huge amount of data on a remote server, and it can be accessed over the internet anytime, anywhere. Another major benefit of the service is that data can be stored on a local machine and can get damaged due to any reason, and in any such situation you cannot recover your important data or file easily from the remote server. Now some examples of cloud storage: OneDrive, Dropbox are the most example of OneDrive, Dropbox are some of the most commonly used example of cloud storage. It provides which offers a huge amount of free storage space to the users.